Look at all those bees right there. Look at that beautiful frame of honey right there. Isn't that amazing? Just look at that. Wow, look at all those bees. Isn't that something? It's May 30th. I'm up here in Ozark, and as you can see up here, we have all kinds of different hives. We've got regular nukes right here. We got double stack nukes. We got triple stack nukes. We got production colonies, all kinds of stuff. Can you believe this thing over here was in a double deep nuke box just not long ago? And now we got 2 deeps, 3 medium supers, and then a Ross round box right here we're gonna try out and see how that works. It's hard to tell on the camera, I'm sure, but the bees are very busy. It's early in the morning and they're just already out working. We have tallow just kicking in now. Just gotta stay ahead of these bees. But today what I wanna do is break into this colony right here. You can see it's a triple stack nuke. The bees love that. They shoot up into those things so fast. I really like using nuke boxes, but this thing needs more space. You can see the bees are bearding on the front at the top entrance here. When you can see this brick turned up, that means they need more space. So I've been trying to decide if I want to just add another nuke box on top or go ahead and put them in 10 frame equipment. I think I'll just put them into a 10 frame double deep. Let's open this thing up. Look at all those bees right there. Isn't that amazing? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and bump these bees down into the box. I don't see a queen on there. Let me just kind of hit the corner. Bump them down in there. This thing is really packed out, and I want to show you briefly here. This is some new Premier foundation that was put in here. This was put in here not long ago when I stacked this 3rd box on here. Look at that beautiful frame of honey right there. Isn't that amazing? Just look at that. If you can look right here, you'll see this is an older frame. Looking down there, we got some brood, so I'm just going to put this back in. And I want to get down to the bottom box because I want to start putting the bees from the bottom box over into the new box. Oh man, what a hive here. I'm pretty sure this was a split I did this year. And the danger we're running into right now with the flow the way it is these bees getting honey bound. That's one reason they need some more space. I'm looking down in here and I'm seeing a lot of honey. One thing about nukes is they are powerhouse comb builders. Yeah, look at that. We got lots of brood here now. It's not a beautiful pattern. I'm not sure why. It's a little bit spotty. Right around here I can see eggs and larvae. So now this is a 10 frame box down here. And we've got 2 5 frame boxes here. So I can actually go ahead and just start moving these frames over. So I'm just probably gonna kind of take these frames from this top box initially and just put them on the outside. This next one is a frame of honey. Eggs all over the place in here, eggs galore, wow. Eggs all in there. A frame of brood right here. Finishing drawing out that comb right there. Look at that beautiful honey. All right, so let me take this box off. Shake them in. If y'all saw my video about the solar wax melter, this is what I started doing, just taking this comb off the top like this burr comb, tossing it in a bucket, and melting it down that wax melter, and it works really good. So now the idea is I'm just going to take these frames out of here. I'm going to set them down in the middle. Now, if this one right here on the outside is full of honey, then I'll move it towards the outside, but oh no, it's got brood on it. Let's see that side. A lot of pollen there. So what I'm going to do here, typically in the configuration you like to see is honey on the outside frames, then pollen, then brood. And so since there's so much pollen on here, a little bit of brood in the middle, I'm going to move these frames like this, put this next to the outside like this. Sure work out good. Let's see what the next one has. All right, we got some more pollen here, but we also have some brood. On this frame, I see nothing but mostly eggs and brood. So we'll go ahead and slide it right here. Brood, a little bit of pollen mixed in, that's okay. Same thing here, we're in good shape. And this outside frame also has brood on it. Well, okay, it's a lot like the other outside one was. A lot of pollen on that side, brood and pollen on that side. So we'll move it. Stick it from the outside next to the honey frame. So if I'm just transferring a double deep nuke over, that's typically how I do it. Remember though, we have that third box right there, so we gotta figure out what to do with it. I've got a plan, believe it or not. But before we do that, we gotta figure out what to do with all these bees right here. So it's a little tricky. I'm just gonna kind of try to shake them on here. Like that, look at all those bees, wow. My goodness. I'm gonna kind of bump the corner down here and get them in the corner of the box. Like that. And dump them in. Now I'm gonna slide this box over a bit. About right there. Wow, look at all those bees, isn't that something? All right, now we wanna get the bees from this box, which was the top box, or the third box on the nuke, over to here. So I need to smoke these bees down a little bit while I put the third box on here to try to avoid smashing them. But they are being a little stubborn here. If I can just get as many of them off the rim as possible, that'll help. We're going to do a little test on this colony right here. So I've got what I've used for years. This is a Pierco triple waxed frame. Black, I love these things and I have for years. And I just ordered a pallet of these frames. This is Premier extra heavy waxed foundation in a wooden frame. So far this year I've been using these some in my colonies, and the bees have done well with both. So I'm actually going to set this up with this foundation in a way that hopefully we can tell if the bees prefer one over the other, or if they're just satisfied either way. And I think the answer is going to be they like them both about the same, but we're going to find out here. The first thing I'm going to do is get these honey frames out of here and put them on the outside. Man, that's so pretty. Look at that. Ooh, so pretty. I'm going to put this frame that has some brood on it in the middle on the top. Let that burr come off. Put it right here towards the middle. And I'll put the other two honey frames on this side. This one actually has a little patch of brood, but I think it'll be okay over here. Shouldn't be a problem. Now on one side of this, I'm going to put it on this side. I'm going to put these two frames of the Pierco triple wax. Just like this. And on the other side, I'm going to put these three frames of Premier. I've got a P on it right there to indicate Premier foundation, because I do have some old wood frames from the past in here as well. Now, of course, I got to shake these bees down. I've found that if you kind of hold a box above another box and just shake it down, straight down hard, the bees tend to fall into the box and not all over the outside. So we have a 3 deep nuke now into a 2 deep 10 frame box. I'm actually going to do something else here. I really didn't see any hive beetles in here, but old Earl from Hillbilly Beekeeper says you should put some peppermint in there to help the beetle control, and I've done it a little bit this year and I think maybe it works. So put a peppermint in each corner. I should have put it in the next box down, but I'm not going to worry about it. I really didn't see very many hive beetles in here at all. Some of the colonies are in worse shape than this one for sure. Put this lid on here like this. And we are done. So I'm eager to see how the bees, if there is a difference in how they dry out these two foundations. For those of you who have followed my channel for any amount of time, you know that I really like the Pierco Triple Wax Foundation. I've never had any negative issues with it at all. I know a lot of people will use Acorn. I never have used Acorn, don't know that I will. I'm happy with Pierco Triple Wax. I've also met Jeff and Matt with Premier Bee Products. Their foundation is a great product. They have a unique principle. It's a unique product, and I think it's good stuff. I've been using it all spring. I've been using both, and the bees seem to like both and draw them out really nicely. So we're gonna do a comparison in this box and see what happens. Well, what'd y'all think? I'd appreciate it if you leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm excited to see how this colony does. So far, they are looking great, and I think they'll fill this thing up very quickly. I think that's about a wrap. Y'all take care, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.